so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program.
They were calling us names. They were there calling for the arrest of Master Simon Ekpa. That Master Simon Ekpa is stopping their candidate from winning. Master Simon Ekpa collected 2 million. Master Simon Ekpa this, Master Simon Ekpa did that. Arrest Master Simon Ekpa. And today, I believe you can bury your head in shame. That man you have called name today has always been right. Just like our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano has always been right. And Mazen Nandekano handed us this assignment. Mazen Nandekano handed to us the autopiloted IPOB, this very assignment. He said it in clear terms. There will be no 2023 election in Biafra land. Mazen Nandekano made it expressly clear. And he laid up a course on those of them who participate. And today you can see those courses working on them. And it's going to work more. That very course that Mazen Nandekano led on the people that participate in this election, wait for it, it's going to come after you. It is going to happen. We are waiting for your protest. We are watching. We are going to be on the background to defend Biafra land. We will be on Biafra land to defend Biafra land by all means possible. We will be on the background. Why those of you criminals, those of you who are peddling your lies and propaganda, those of you who have sold their soul to the enemy, will be watching. We'll be watching you. We'll be watching you. We will be sitting and we'll be watching every one of you, your moves. The course that Mazen Nandekano led on those who participated in the election, if you know that you participated, every single one of you, that course is going to follow you. There's no two ways about it. You can't escape it. You cannot escape it, no matter how you try. You can't escape it. You are going to face the consequence of your action. And because those of us who are watching, we knew what will happen when it hasn't happened. We knew. And here are we. We stood our ground. We stood firm. And we said we will not participate. We stood firm. And I thank Chukwu Okeke for the mental toughness of Master Simon Ekpa against all the attack, all the blackmail, all the propaganda, including the international and local, fighting against him, disrupting him, all kind of hindrance. He stood his ground. Every autopilot member, we stood our ground and we continue to preach our gospel, continue to say we will not be part of it. And Biafrans in Biafra land, they keyed into it. Today, here are we. Here are we. We have been vindicated and right. We have been vindicated in all ramifications. All the blackmail have been blackmailing us. All the propaganda that have been pushing against us. All the evil they have presented against us. All their lies against us. They accuse us of murder. Accuse us of all kinds of criminality. They accuse us of different kinds of destructions. Today, every one of you have seen that the sit at home we impose in Biafra land have saved the Biafra land. That sit at home that they hated so much, it have now saved the Biafra land, and the world are speaking about it. We have always been right. And I repeat, every single one of you that get involved, every single one of you that sold out to Biafra, every single one of you that went to legitimize slavery, the cause that Mazen Nandekano laid on those that participate in this election will follow you. It will. It will follow. You can't escape it. And so many of you, when one Nigeria begin to happen to you, you will not live to tell the story. It already started happening to them. It have already started happening. Some of them have started crying. Some of them have one leg today. Some of them are in the hospital. Some of them have one eye. Some of them are already bleeding. Some of them can't even open, they can't say what they say, they can't explain what they saw. Some of them are looking for their tickets to Somalia. They are rushing, looking for their ticket to Somalia to escape. You are going nowhere. That course that Mazen Nanekano led will be on you. We are waiting for you people to protest. That war you claim that we are bringing, you are going to activate it. That war you claim that Mazen Nandekano, Mazen Simon Ekpa is bringing to Biafra land. Finally, you will be the one to activate it and will be on the ground to defend Biafra land. We are going to be on the ground to defend Biafra land. A time will come when you will be on your knees to call for the ESN to come out. Just wait. We are waiting for you to protest. And when they unleash their mayhem on you, let me see if you can stand. Let me see how many minutes or how many days you will stand when they unleash their death squad on you. They did it in NSAS. You know the people you are dealing with. They did it. Let alone when you know that the people that are coming on board, the leader of the Boko Haram, the sponsor of the Boko Haram, the person that is doing Boko Haram is the person that is about to come in. And you know what that entails. You haven't seen nothing yet. But I thank Chukwu Okokabiyama, who gave us somebody like Mazen Nandekano. Mazen Nandekano saw things when we didn't see it. And he began to prepare on time. Mazen Nandekano began to tell us what will happen when it has not happened. Mazen Nandekano began to keep us awake, began to sensitize us, began to tell us that we should stay awake. We shouldn't be distracted. And every one of us was watching and looking. We were listening. Thank you for Mazen Nandekano, who had anointed Mazen Simon Ekpa, who anointed him and handed him over to run the affairs until when he joins us. I thank Mazen Simon Ekpa for his mental toughness. Thank Mazen Simon Ekpa for his consistency, for keeping the legacy of Mazen Nandekano up to date, for not allowing the evil ones, the blackmail and propaganda to weigh him down. May Chukwu Okokabiyama continue to bless the good guy, Mazen Simon Ekpa. I salute you. May Chukwu Okokabiyama continue to bless you, guide you, protect you, secure you, enrich you more. Every single one of them who has taken the path of destruction, you are going to get what you ask for. That thing that you ask for, you were shouting obedient. And I ask you, obedient to who? Who are you being obedient to? Are you being obedient to the British? Are you being obedient to the Caliphate? Or are you being obedient to your own nation? Which one? You refuse to ask. The same thing they did when they brought change for you. They told you change. You didn't ask them what type of change are you bringing. You never ask. All you know is that you saw change and you embraced it. And look at where the change took you to. Today they brought obedience. You began to obey without asking, who am I obeying? Am I obeying the British or the Fulanese or my own nation? You didn't ask. And today it has become very clear that all this while you have been playing the script of the British. You have been obeying the British through the Fulani Caliphate. That's what you have been obeying all this while. And they have played you the Maradona game. And you are crying and shouting. You will cry blood. Why will we sit back and watch you? We will cry blood. You are crying as if it is the first time. Why are you crying? What is so strange? What is that you saw in this election that you have not seen before? Just tell me, what is that very thing you have seen in this election that happened that has never happened before? And you are complaining as if it is as if it's going to stop. As long as you continue to be in that Zolita Republic, it will continue to happen. It will happen again and again and again and again. It will continue. That is the foundation laid. That is part of their own kind of democracy. And today, you see the idiot from Mauritania asking, does Nigeria practice democracy? A Fulani man asking if Nigeria practice democracy. If a Fulani man should ask such question, what do I have to ask? I ask out. That is what I'm asking. If a Fulani man should ask, is Nigeria practicing democracy? What do you expect a Biafra man to ask? We ask out completely. We take ourselves out from it. And that is what we have done. Before you see monkey, monkey will see you. Immediately they start, we know their end from their beginning. We always read their end from their beginning. Any move they make, from the beginning, we know their end. And we saw it coming. That was why we say there will be no election in Biafra land, that we cannot legitimize this fraud. Some ignorant fools who wanted to punish the Biafra struggle. Some people, because of the hatred they have for our freedom, because of the hatred, how can you hate somebody because the person wants to be free? Because somebody say, I want to be free. You hate him so much, and why must he ask for his freedom? Is that not wickedness? What other kind of wickedness can be greater than that? What kind of wickedness can be greater than you hating somebody simply because he asked for his own freedom? That is what we see today. It is the same Biafran struggle that generated everything, every fake love you see today for the Igbos. Every fake love you see for that London boy, it is because of the Biafran struggle. Those that hate us, they don't want to see us. They want to see us free. They saw a means to distract us, and they went into it, and they campaigned and cashed into it. But we saw it coming. Our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, saw it right from 2019. Right from 2019, our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, saw it, and he crossed it and said, no more, not anymore. Not anymore. And he laid a curse on anybody, a Biafran, that will participate. And I tell you, you can't run away from that cause. Every single one of you that has participated in secret and in open, any way you have fought against the struggle by participating in this very election, whatever participation you have made, you are going to get your own cup of punishment. That cause will follow you. You can't run away from it. You will cry blood. We'll be sitting back watching. Shebi, you said that we want to cause war. You said that the IPOB want to create war. You said that Mazen Nandekano want to bring war. You said that Mazen Samaneko want to cause confusion and bring war. Today, we are going to sit back and watch you claim your mandate. We will sit and watch you. And while you are claiming it, we will be busy defending Biafra land, creating a nation where human beings can run into and be safe. We will be creating a nation for you while you are running for your mandate. Go and begin to chase your mandate. We will be creating a nation. By the time you return, you will wake up in Biafra. And let me see if you will still have that face to speak the same way you are speaking. You should be ashamed of yourself, every single one of you who has been following the London board. You should be ashamed of yourself. Every one of you should be apologizing to Master Simon today in secret and in open. You should be not even in secret. Go online in open. Begin to apologize to Master Simon Ekpa for all your evil. All in the name of blackmailing him to legitimize an evil agenda against yourself. Your eye is blinded. You are following those who have their selfish interests. Because of their selfish interest, you are expecting an opportunity for you to start looting on your own turn. You found yourself in a country where they loot turn by turn. Criminality is turn by turn. You're waiting for your own time to be a criminal, for your own time to display your criminal skills. That is why you will never support the struggle. It is a competition of criminality. Look at your president candidates, how they were boasting, challenging each other of who is much criminal than the other. They were busy showcasing their skills in criminality during their campaign. Meanwhile, those of you who supported them, you were preparing yourself for you to have a chance. You call it national cake. That is the name people give it. Everyone, you call it national cake. That is how you baptize fraud to be national cake. And you were preparing yourself for an opportunity for you to display your own scale of fraud and criminality. That was why you could not see reason. You could not see reason with our supreme leader Mazen Nandekano. You sold him out. while he was about to get your freedom. You sold him out to the enemy. And even when Chukwu Okekariama secured him and brought him safe, Chukwu Okekariama also gave him victory in the court. Yet, you could not come out to demand for his freedom. Yet you call yourself an elder. You call yourself a statesman. You call yourself a said person. You couldn't come. You couldn't demand for the freedom of your own brother who is innocent. The court have said, unanimously, 3 judges say, let him go. Instead of you demanding for his release, what did you do? You are busy demanding for another, planning another arrest. Because you have seen that Master Simon Ekpa is not somebody you go and arrest and capture anyhow. Master Simon Ekpa is not in Africa and will not come to any African country. You have seen how impossible it is to arrest Master Simon Ekpa or kidnap him. You couldn't kidnap him. You began to push your propaganda against him. Begin to accuse him falsely of different kinds of crime. Begin to dehumanize him. Begin to demonize him. Call him names. Began to attack him. Different kinds of things. Up to the extent of putting a bounty on the head of somebody who wants to save you. The good guy. Unbelievable. This can only happen in Nigeria. Somebody, the good guy, you are putting a bounty on his head. You put 50 million, as if it wasn't enough. You raise it to 100 million. For what reason? What crime has he committed? What crime has he committed? These same people would have put a bounty on Master Simon Ekpa, the good guy. They could not put a bounty on the head of the Fulanis that have been destroying lives and property in Biafra land. Every one of us was here when Fulanis invaded Enugu State and Ebonyi State. Lives were lost, people were massacred, blood were littered everywhere. We did not see them put a bounty on those killers, but they were so quick to put a bounty on their own son. While you are putting a bounty on your own son, the Fulani are telling you that terrorists in their land, terrorists that is known by the whole world, pronounced terrorists, the third most dangerous terrorists in the world. The third or number 4th most dangerous terrorists in the world, they are telling that they are their heroes, they are their warriors. They are protecting them and securing them, or even giving them leeway, making ways for them, securing allowances for them. The Fulanis were doing it openly and defending them openly. Terrorists, 4th most dangerous terrorists in the world. So we are defending them. Meanwhile, you are here, your own son that is demanding for his legitimate right, trying to save your ass. You put a bounty on him. Chukwu Okekariama will not forgive every one of you. Every one of you that have contributed or placed a signature against Master Simon Ekpa. Anyone that was involved, he had it or he had it, you will never go free. You will never ever go free. You will receive your punishment on earth here and the world to come. You will never go free. That evil hand will never leave your compound. It will never. And people like you will never see Biafra. People like you will never see Biafra. Even if you manage to see the Biafra, Chukwu Okekariama will show it to you, but you would never enter it and you will not enjoy it. Because you have chosen your own path of destruction. You have already taken yourself away from the victory. You have already said you are not part of that which is good. You have already embraced evil, and that evil that you embraced will follow you. The prayers and curse of Master Naniga that he had laid on those who participated in the election will follow you forever and ever. Just pray. Pray that you'll be alive to tell the story of what is going to happen. But I know one Nigeria has started happening to them. Every one of them go on media crying. Some of them are talking about going to court, as if they don't know what will be the outcome of the court. That is how stupid they are. That is how you pretend. When you know, even when you know the truth, you continue to pretend and deceive yourself. And the worst thing a man can do is to deceive himself or herself. That is the worst deceit. When you are deceiving yourself, you want to go to court, as if you don't know what will be the outcome of the court. Today, I was reading about Nandekano. was granted freedom, unanimously in the court by 3 judges. They are still holding him. In that same country, we have seen somebody who didn't participate in the election was made a governor. In that same country, we have seen several kinds of lawlessness. A country that doesn't obey its law. Different law for different people, for different locations, for different things. And with all these informations available to you, you are still laying your hope on them. But we, the Biafran people, those of us that the Biafran blood is flowing in our vein, the students of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the listeners of our spokesperson Mazen Simon Ekpa, you can't deceive us. We don't pay attention to bull crap. No, we don't pay attention. We know the end from the beginning. And we will not be deceived. That is why we are standing gidigba. And I tell you, our countdown continues. Every